Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is your Elliott Wave update for HBAR. We had some action overnight to the upside, which is great for my trade. I'm going to update my stops. I'll show you that, where I'm doing that. First of all, let's just go over the daily count real quick. Looking for this ABC triangle in between for our B wave and potentially extensions up to 30 cents. First target is 16 cents at the 1-to-1 extension of the A off the B. We're going to be keeping an area on this area here between 19 cents and 27 cents, the point of breakdown from the previous bear market. But the reason why we have those extended targets up to around 30 cents is the potential of the nested 1-2s in this area, which I'll get into in a moment. Good news today, we can get rid of this ending diagonal potential as our alternative. We broke the high of this previous leg, so that can get deleted. This one's still technically in play, the triangle, but looks less likely. And the most likely bearish scenario short term is this ABC, where this whole area here is just a B wave as a flat. We'd be expecting a 335 or a WXY as a 333. We've already gone through the 1-to-1 extension of this A off this A wave here, off the B for our C. So the 1-to-1's gone through. Our most common target is the 382 to the 1.236. You see between 11 cents and 10 cents there, with the extremes up around 12.7. Our most common target for our B wave from our extension of our A is between 12 and 14 cents. So I have a little box in the area we're at right now, where if we do get rejection in this area, we'd be looking for a long in the future again. It's an ABC with a flat in between. But back to my primary, looking for this series of nested 1-2s to potentially take off. Let's go down to the 4-hour. We're already getting through common extensions, as you can see, unless this is labeled incorrectly. This is my primary at the moment, but you can see it's a little bit choppy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if these are 3 nested 1-2s, we're gonna expect to hit targets way higher than these 1.618s at 11 cents, and in green there at 10.7 cents. You can see we expect higher highs and break out of this pitchfork, which I have off the lows here. So we're gonna hope for the best on this one, where we get that very impulsive move. I'm going to go to my trading chart, which I have most of it labeled on. There we go. So this was that third 1-2 you saw here. I have this as a WXY. We basically ended here, I believe. This does count as an impulse, but it counts better as an ABC. If you pull the fibs from the high and the low, you can see we hit the 1-to-1. Again, it can count as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it just counts better as a ABC. So I'm going to leave it as that, rather than have 4 nested 1-2s, although I could be proven wrong there. Let's find my original entries. So there's my original entries. My average price was 0.8505 according to my open position. You can see here 8505. Current stop is 8223. I'm going to update that. What I'm going to do is this correction should be complete at this point, so we shouldn't come back to these levels. You can also see my trend line there, which is keeping the trend intact. We shouldn't break that if this count is correct. So what I'm going to do is pull a pivot from here, a retracement. So I can put on my new, we got the 50 and the 618, 9072, 9034, that's the lowest. So I'm going to put my stop at just past the 618 here. I'm going to go with 8.9, bang on. So I'm going to do that right now. So this should be a new impulse wave. So if this is a new impulse wave as a 1-2 potentially working on our 2, we should not retrace below the 618 here. We should find support and continue right at these areas. Ideally above, where we just chop around above, like so. Stay above, take off. This is a quick ABC or WXY. So because of that, I'm using Elliott Wave for the most probable area where we get invalidated. Obviously, invalidation is at the Y low, but our most common pivots are the 50 and the 618. So I'm going to put that to 8.9 right below that area and protect my risk I currently have. So I'm going to do that right now on here. Let's update that to 8.9. And as you can see, in this position, the 2 entries I have, I will be in the profit $142 if I get stopped out, which is great. So 0 risk trade at this point. And I'll put that new entry here. 8.9 is my stop, and my average entry was overall 8,505 between those 2 buys. Whoops, what's happening here? Stop 8.9, 8,505. So there we go, we're well into the profit. Our stop is way up here. All right guys, one thing I may consider doing, and I will keep you up to date on this, down at the 15-minute, I'll be paying attention today, is because I have that extra capital, I have another $100 to open on this trade. So if we come down, I'll be doing my standard buy setup on this one. If you don't know what that is, I'll be buying $100 risk worth of HBAR here, adding to this position I already have opened. So we're well in the profit, as you can see. We are guaranteed $140 no matter what here. So I'm going to leverage up this position to get as much HBAR as I can. And I'm going to be buying 1/3 at the 382 here of this previous wave, 1/3 at the 50, and 1/3 at the 0.618 of $100 risk. And I'll be adding to this position. Stop will be at this low for this new position. And it'll be $100 risk on my account, which is the $10,000 trading account for the channel. 1% risk on that account. So I'm looking for this to turn into an impulse somewhere in this area. If this is a 1-2, obviously we just want a quick zigzag and off to the races. All right guys, so nothing's really changed so much for the trade. Looks like series of potentially 4 1-2s unless we just keep going from here. I've moved my stop to profit. I'm guaranteed 142 in the previous 2 trades, and I'm going to add a 3rd in this area. Want to see this area hold above these highs would be ideal. We'll see if I get a full entry in this. I might not, but But I'm going to do 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, targeting that 16 cents. All right, guys, I'm in all these other trades as well. I put all those entries, updates of my trades on the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want updates on all this, and hit the bell if you want them right away. All right, guys, thanks for watching.